That's what I'm talking about. They love you. We love you. Welcome back to the show. It's always good to see you.
Just knock my pockets.
You look sharp as always. I got to talk Taylor Swift.
Oh, thought you were saying we're going to talk Jinx.
I got to talk Jinx too, but I want to talk Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Dude, you're in the Fortnite video.
Yeah, man.
This is a big deal.
Oh, wait a second. We have some Taylor Swift fans in the audience?
Yeah, we got some Swifties here.
Swifties here.
How did this come about? How did you get the call? How does Taylor Swift call anyone? Like a bat signal?
Exactly. I mean, that's what you would think.
Yeah.
There's just a really strange thing. Taylor knows Ethan's daughter, Maya, and I reached out to her. I think the title of the album, obviously, Torture Poets Department. And so I think it's a little tip of the cap to Dead Poets Society, other tortured poets, and she probably had this idea, it'd be interesting for us to be in the video. And so then reached out to Ethan, and Ethan reached out to me, and once I got over thinking he was punking me, you know, when he first called me, I was I said, dude, are you bullshitting me right now? Because if you're me right now, oh, I can't say that on TV, can I?
No. It's all right, don't worry about it. But he calls you?
He called, and I was like, you gotta be.
But he wouldn't punk you.
He wouldn't, he's not that guy. So immediately I knew he's like, this is dead serious. I was like, okay. And we talked about it, and then I talked to her people, and it just seemed like such a fun idea.
How is she as a Taylor Swift
I will tell you this, she's an incredible director, my favorite kind of director, because she knows what she wants. So when she's got it, you just...
Yeah.
There you go.
Really?
We got some
she goes, we got it.
We got it. We move on. Like,
really?
You don't have to, I got 18, I got to do that. No, she knows what she wants. When she's got it, she's got it. And I will say this, you know, I was already a fan of her music, but if any of you ever get to meet her, like, your fandom for her will just go up through the roof. She's just such a genuine, cool, approachable person.
She's got it, yeah.
And that's nice to see, because that's not always the case, you know?
Yeah.
So that was really exciting.
But how are you at keeping a secret? You couldn't tell anyone that you were in this?
Yeah, we weren't. We were sworn to secrecy and signed NDAs and all that stuff.
Are you good at that stuff?
I'm good at it. I'm not sure Ethan is, but, you know, maybe he is. I don't know. You'd have to talk to him the next time he's on the show.
Do you think did he tell somebody? Did he tattle?
I don't know if he tattled. I mean, if I told you, then you know that you are what I call foxhole material, right? So, like, if I told you this secret, it means you and I can be in a foxhole together.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell the secret. So I told, you know, my wife, my dad, maybe one or two other people that I know.
How about your kids?
Oh, no, I didn't tell my kids.
You didn't?
I didn't tell my kids because, you know, they're just blabbermouths, and they'll go talk about it at school.
That's correct.
And
that is correct.
So, you know, and then finally, right before it aired, a couple days, I did tell my son, because he's so full of hot air that, you know, he makes up so much stuff I knew no one would believe him anyway.
Yeah.
And so
my dad's in the Taylor Swift video.
He went and he said, Dad, I actually told someone and they didn't believe me. You were right. So I was like, well, that worked out.
But Ethan, the opposite. He just told everyone.
I don't know. You'd have to talk to him. You'd have to talk to him.
I've got to talk to him about this. Do you want a candy? There you go. So, you ever...
After you busted my chops and you're whipping out the high cheese?
Ever heard of these?
Come on!
You ever heard of these?
I love these, dude. These are I love these.
It's a jam.
You keep them in the desk?
I do now.
Do you have any Skittles back there? Let's see.
I don't, actually. I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a headline.
Uh-oh.
And I thought it just made sense to me. It's a Vanity Fair headline about you, and the top two words are always great.
Aw.
And I agree. I think you're always great. In everything I've seen you in, you're fantastic.
Thank you so much.
The best headline. It is true. This new thing, this new series, The Veil, on Hulu, Spy.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved in this?
Well, first of all, I'm a big fan of the genre. Like, I watch all of it. I read books about it. I love it. And so I was intrigued. I'm a big fan of Stephen Knights, of Liz Moss, who stars in it and is producing it.
Have you worked with her before?
I'd never worked with her before, but had met her, you know, personally. And I worked with Denise Denovi, who produced it, and it was her original idea. This show came about through her, and so I was really intrigued by it, just all the players involved. And then I read Stephen Knight's scripts, and I loved my role. You know, he comes in a little late, and he's just a bit of a disruptor. Yeah. And, you know, an Esther, as we say. You know. Yeah. And
do you think that you would be a good spy?
I think I would be. My wife does not. She thinks I'm not a good liar.
She can tell when you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. But I think I would be.
I think you'd be a great spy.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's fun. It's sort of, I mean, it is kind of, look, I mean, I had to do it for the Taylor video. You know, I had to keep secret. I had to, you know, it felt like we were on a secret spy mission going to L.A. to shoot this video. Nobody knew about it. It was all hush-hush.
And you did
it was part of the fun of it.
You nailed it. I want to show everyone a clip of you in The Veil. Here's Josh Charles in The Veil. Take a look.
The deal you and I have is that I do what the I need to do, and you report what I find out back to Langley.
I will report that you're in a good place with the target and that you're reporting directly to CIA Paris Station. We'll keep the French intelligence at a distance till you have something to share that we think they can be trusted with. You know your tasking. You can move to phase 2 with my permission.
I'm officially moving to phase you. The only reason I'm working with you is because in order to operate, I need to know everything. And I've calculated that the Americans know the most because they have the most money. And superior equipment.
Copy that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Josh Charles, everybody. New episodes of FX's The Veil air Tuesdays exclusively on Hulu. Fontaine's DC perform for us after the break. Stick around.